Hello guys, I am Hitesh Tripathi and I am your instructor via Newton School. And today in day 6 of this playlist, that is data structure and algorithms, we are going to see a very important algorithm, that is merge sort algorithm. Okay, so obviously I have told you about merge sort in brief in previous videos, and you can check that playlist in YouTube channel. And today we are going to dig deep in merge sort. We will see its implementation and its time complexity and everything, because it is a really important algorithm. Okay, as many a times interviewers ask us about merge sort, and merge sort have different modifications by using which we can solve different coding round problems and different competitive programming problems. Okay, so but before doing this, let's see what Newton School is. So basically it is an e-learning platform in which they provide you placement trainings. Okay, so basically they will train you for being a full stack developer for 6 months, in which they will teach you everything like front end development, back end development, programming language like C++, Java, Python, and also different core subjects. So they will teach you everything and via live classes, and they will also make you projects, and mock interviews will be there, and personal mentoring will be there, every a complete package. Okay, so you just need to come and check their pay after placement program, which is the most amazing thing about Newton School, that you don't need to pay even a single penny until and unless you get placed in any of these companies, where companies they have tie up with are like Thoughtworks, Snapdeal, CureFit, Xiaomi, Lenskart, and many more companies. Okay, so they have tie up with almost 300 companies of India, so you don't need to worry about it. And minimum CTC they are providing you is of 5 lakh, so which is also a good thing. Just come to their website newtonschool.co and check their pay after placement program. Now these days they also have a new initiative, that is Launchpad, under which they are providing you everything for free. Like different courses are there for different programming languages and different core subjects: OOPS, DBMS, C++, Java, Python, front end, back end, everything, a complete package for free. You can just come to newtonschool.co Launchpad initiative and sign up for free and start learning for free. You can also get certificates for course completion, and you can also practice quizzes, give contests, and they also have their own ID in which you can also practice for free. Okay, so just come to newtonschool.co and start learning for free and check their pay after placement program. Now one more thing, that if you haven't checked this YouTube channel Code Kitchen Newton School, you can check and subscribe this channel. I'm posting one video every day so that we can complete our C++ and language and programming and data structures and algorithms as soon as possible. Okay, so firstly I have taught you everything about C++, then STL in C++, which is very important topic, and then we are heading towards data structures. Okay, and in today day 6 we are going to learn merge sort. Now let's start with merge sort. As in previous videos, if you haven't checked that, no worries, let's start with the scratch. Merge sort's basic strategy is divide and conquer. Okay, so suppose we already know that this algorithm is used for sorting purposes, है ना? Fine. Now for sorting, this algorithm uses divide and conquer. In which manner I am telling you. Suppose we have a complete array and we need to sort this array. Okay, there are some random numbers given in random orders and we need to sort this array. So we can sort this array by dividing into small subparts. How? Let's divide this big array into smaller versions. Okay, now we have two smaller subarrays. Okay, and we have to sort these both subarrays. Fine. And after sorting these both subarrays, what we can do is we can join them into a complete sorted subarray. Fine. Now to sort this one single left subarray, what we have to do is we can again divide it into two smaller subarrays. Okay, so now we have two more smaller subarrays and we have to sort them both. Okay, and we have to combine them to make a left half part of our main array. Okay, now these subarrays, these more smaller subarrays have two elements. What we can do is we can again divide them into two smaller subarrays. Okay, and suppose now I have only single element in each subarray. Fine, and if we divide it again, right half part, I will be having two single elements. Now what I can simply do is I can compare these elements. Okay, suppose this is having some 3 and 5. Now I know that this element is less than 5, and I can now merge these two elements into a subarray of two elements in which both elements will be in sorted order. Okay, suppose this array is having some two elements like 9 and 8. Okay, now I will compare these both elements and I will rearrange them into sorted order and I will merge them into a subarray of two elements. Now I have two subarrays. Okay, I have two subarrays in which I have two elements in both subarrays. Okay, and both subarrays are in sorted order by themselves. Okay, left subarray have two elements and both are in sorted order 3 and 5, and right subarray also have two elements and both are in sorted order. Now I need to merge them and make a complete array, okay, of size 4 in which all the elements will be in sorted order. How will I do that? I will take a pointer here, let's say it is I, okay, and I will take a pointer here, let's say it is J. Okay, now, and I will obviously take a pointer here, okay, let's say it is K. Now what I will simply do is I will compare 3 and 8. I will simply compare element at an index I, that is 3, and element at index j, that is 8. Now I have to put 3 before 8. Okay, so what I will simply do is I will put 3 at index k. Okay, and since I have already used this variable in my answer subarray, okay, what I will do is I will increment my I by 1 because I have already used this element from ith index. So now my I belongs to here. Okay, and I will simply erase this thing. Okay, now I have some value at kth position. So one more task which I have to do is I have to increment k also by 1 because now I'll be filling element at k plus ith index. Okay, so simply erase this from here, and now my k is pointing towards this empty position. You can simply understand it like k is right now pointing at empty position in your answer subarray. Okay, now again you will compare elements at index I and j, that is 5 and 8, and you got to know that 5 have to be placed in answer subarray before 8. Okay, because it is lesser than 8. So what you will simply do is you will place this 5 in your answer subarray at the empty index, that is k. I place this here and I incremented again by 1, but we have no more elements in left subarray. So what I will simply do is I got to know that all the elements of left subarray are exhausted. Okay, now all the remaining elements in my remaining subarray, that is left right subarray you can say, okay, and these elements are 8 and 9, are bigger than my answer subarray elements because I have already compared them. Okay, and are already arranged in sorted order. So what I have to simply do is I have to place these elements in remaining empty positions. So I will place 8 here and 9 here. Now I have a complete left subarray with sorted order elements. Okay, and I have done this merge operation in O of k time. Okay, simply linear operation. Fine. Now I have left subarray sorted, and similarly by same means I will be having right subarray in sorted order, and I will do the same operation which I have done here for these two subarrays. Okay, let me clear this. I will do the same operation which I have done here for these two subarrays for the bigger two subarrays. Okay, and at the end I'll be having a complete array of size n and in sorted order. Okay, now for sorting this subarray using merge sort, what I have simply done is I have firstly divided this whole array into two parts. Okay, so you can say that that will be dividing your bigger problem into smaller sub problems. Okay, and then after dividing, what I have done is I have simply sorted them. Okay, so you can say that I have simply sorted smaller parts, and after that what I have done is I merged sorted subarrays. Okay, so that's why this whole algorithm is known as merge sort. Now let's see why our time complexity of merge sort is n log n, which I have already told you in previous lectures. Okay, so what I am simply doing is at each, suppose what I have done here is I have divided this whole array whose size is n into n by 2 size. Okay, and then this n by 2 subarray will also be divided into n by 4, and then this n by 4 will get divided into n by 8. Okay, so these operations will be obviously log n. Okay, which I have already told you this, that dividing a element by 2 at every step will take log n process to make it 1. Okay, and we have to keep dividing by 2 till we get one element in each subarray. Okay, so that's why dividing this whole array up to our lower case, or you can say h case, that is one element in each subarray, will take log n operations. Okay, now in each operation what we are doing is we are merging these two subarrays. Okay, and merging these two subarrays will take n time in worst case. So you can say that whole complexity of this merge sort will be n log n. Okay, now we know that complexity of merge sort, and in implementation how we implement this whole algorithm. So we will be having two functions. Okay, first to sort the arrays. Okay, like we have two arrays, you can say that first, suppose we have this whole array and this index is 0 and this index is n minus 1. Okay, now we have to sort one subarray from 0 to mid, suppose this is middle index, and second subarray is mid to n minus 1. Okay, now you can say that you have to sort these two arrays. Okay, so you can say that sort 0 to mid minus 1, or you can say mid. Okay, and sort mid to n minus 1 index, and then combine these two sorted arrays. Okay, so you can say that merge 0, mid and n minus 1 arrays, sub arrays. Okay, so from this we can say that we have to implement two functions, one to sort these shorter or smaller subarrays, and second to merge these whole subarrays. Okay, now how are we going to implement that? We are going to implement these functions using recursion. Okay, why recursion is simpler, let me tell you. suppose what we are doing, we are simply implementing recursion only in our algorithm. Okay, suppose first index was 0 and n minus 1, and somewhere this index is middle, you can say. Okay, so firstly what I have done is I have divided this array and this whole array into two sub arrays. Okay, and I have called recursion merge sort 0 to mid and merge sort mid to or mid plus 1 to n minus 1. Okay, now this function will go to my this left half sub array. Okay, and this index will be 0 and this index will be mid. Okay, now what I have to simply do is I have to again implement merge sort algorithm in this left half of the subarray. Okay, so what I will do is I will again call, and suppose this index is mid 2. Okay, so I will again call merge sort, okay, 0 to mid 2 and merge sort mid 2 plus 1 to mid. Okay, now this function will again go to this subarray. You can say that this index is 0 and this index is mid 2. Okay, and then suppose we have some middle index as mid 3, and this function to sort this subarray will again call these two functions, and now for these two subarrays. Okay, so from this you can easily tell that kind of recursion is happening. Suppose firstly we have called merge sort for left half subarray, then we have called merge sort for left half subarray of left half subarray. Okay, so kind of recursion is happening, and that's why we will use recursion for this. And for recursion, I have already told you in my previous playlist that we need two things, that is our function, recursion function, which I have already mentioned here. Okay, second thing is base case. So base case for this will be simply when this complete subarray have only one element remaining, or you can say that 0 is equals to mid. Okay, when 0 will be equals to mid, it means that this subarray or this smaller subarray has only one element, and this will be simply our base case. Okay, so now I have already told you everything about merge sort implementation. Let's head towards the code and I will explain you the coding part of merge sort. Okay, so here I have two functions, that is first is merge, which will merge my two sorted subarrays. Okay, suppose I have two sorted subarrays and its index is 0 to mid and its index is mid plus 1 to n. Okay, so first function merge will merge these two arrays, and I have already told you how, by taking two pointers I and j, and then it will compare and everything. Just reverse the video and see it again if you forgot it. Okay, now I will explain this function later. Firstly, let me explain merge sort function. Here it is. Okay, now we have merge sort function in which I have passed some array which we have to already sort. Okay, and beginning will be simply equals to 0. You can say that beginning is the beginning index and end is the ending index. Okay, now my base case, if beginning is greater than or equals to end, if you have done it correctly, then there is no need of doing this. You can simply write it like this: if beginning is equals to end, simply you have to return, that is base case, when there is only one element in your array or subarray or a smaller subarray. Okay, now after that you will simply calculate begin middle element. Okay, suppose this element, index, middle element index, and that will be equals to begin plus, you can simply write it like this also, begin plus end. Okay, begin plus end by 2, and then you will call merge sort for array from begin to mid, and next for writer half sub array from mid plus 1 to end. Okay, and these two functions will call again and again itself up to when sub array, a smaller sub array will have only one element, and that will be the base case obviously. Okay, now after sorting these two sub arrays, we have to simply merge them, and for that we will call merge function, and simply my array name, begin index, middle index and ending index. Now what I have to simply do in merge function, I have to just simply take three indexes, that will be I, j and k. Okay, and simply I will take my complete answer array and I will do the required thing. So sub array 1 size, sub array 1 size will be obviously middle minus left plus 1. Sub array 2 size, that is you can say right sub array, right minus mid. Okay, now you took two sub arrays, okay, temporary sub arrays in which you will store left sub array and right sub array. Okay, you can take vectors also here. Now you stored your left half of the sub array in left array and right half of the sub array in right array. Okay, now here you took three indexes. I have already told you in my explanation or implementation. Index of sub array 1, you can say it like I, index of sub array 2 you can say it j, and index of merged array you can say it k. Okay, and you will simply go to while loop, and your while loop run till some index, that is I or j, is less than their left and right half sub array sizes. Okay, so index of sub array 1 is less than sub array 1 and index of sub array 2 is less than sub array 2. Okay, you will simply compare index at left sub array and index at right sub array, and with जो भी छोटा होगा you will put it at your answer sub array. Okay, and at after each step you will increase your empty position, and you will fill simply remaining elements of left or right sub array in your answer array. Fine, so this whole function will merge your two sorted sub arrays into a one single sorted array. Okay, and simply this is your merge sort, and if you have any doubt you can ask in comment section simply. Again, if you haven't subscribed this channel Code Kitchen Newton School, subscribe this channel. I am posting one video every day, and if you have any doubt you can ask in comment section. Visit newtonschool.co, check their pay after placement program and launchpad initiative, and if you have any doubt you can ask in comment section. They are providing you free courses and placement trainings, so it is a great thing. Just get the most of it. Thank you guys for watching.